So as you can see, the tribe of Dan was represented by the eagle as well as the scorpion, the two opposing sides in Tiberian Dawn. Dawn is one of the names for the Queen Esther, actually. And yet, the tribe of Dan is both of them. So the tribe of Dan seeks unity between the two forces that are competing for control and funded by the green crystals resembling jadestone and tiberium. And you would be surprised, perhaps, but Pepsi was actually the cola that it was the drink, the only drink I know of that had a navy that could defeat and win a war against more than 95% of the nations in the world, because many countries that had the other things besides, other branches besides the Navy would have allied themselves with them, because when you have the 6th largest Navy in the world, and there's 195 nations in this world, that's a lot of people are going to want to be allied with you because you control such a large amount of the ocean. Because the thing is, the Soviet Union was trading so many of their weapons, their navy, for these for Pepsi Cola. Okay, it's not a coincidence because Leviathan is a name that they give to prehistoric giant whales, including like sea monsters such as the one that would have swallowed Jonah for 3 days, you know. Leviathan supposedly has a lot of souls stored in his belly, and there's the old song by the Beatles, "We all live in the Yellow Submarine," the Yellow Submarine. And Inanna, also known as Babylon the Great, okay, Inanna is going to be the deity, the female personification of the opposite of what God would like to see in his chaste virgin bride. And yet she was the original Lady of Victories, and she was the original one who died naked to atone for her sins and rose again on the 3rd day and ascended into heaven. And she would steal. She was a thief, kind of like Rebecca. Rebecca knew how to pull all the right strings to get from Isaac the blessing that belongs, that Esau has worked hardest for, to steal it, commit an act of theft that is actually going to benefit humanity and benefit everybody. Kind of an idea like Robin Hood, because Esau was more gifted, physically stronger, but he was serving also for the wrong reasons. You see, Jacob was more likely to follow his conscience and choose to do what is right and die honorably, being defeated against impossible odds, opposing God and opposing God's Pope at that time, superior. He was more willing to do what goes with his conscience, whereas Esau was more willing to impress the person who seems like he is the most able to give him the greatest reward and the greatest anointing, and the same thing with his ancestors, and give him a name in history. So Pepsi is also the symbol that was repeatedly on the headquarters of the founder of that party that John Kennedy used, their symbol, the fasces, as the symbol for his Knights of Columbus, Columbus being an alternative for Columbia, the female personification of American government. But see, we got the red, white, and blue as a yin and a yang, the perfect balance. The yin and the yang is the balance of light and darkness. The yin and the yang theory is more. See, Pepsi his headquarters said CCC, which is Italian for yes, yes, yes. Well, Pep is that's like an extremely fervent yes. Okay, so that's like not just saying yes, but saying yes with like in extreme amount of fervor, like you're doped up on cocaine and crystal meth and a lot of caffeine or something, or, about to have an orgasm, an extremely excited, Pepsi, okay? So, Parkland Pepsi Princess, pull it.